Hey YouTube, what's up? Change my name on League again, because I have too much blue essence. New runes are pretty sick. I'm going to be making a video about those probably sometime later, but I feel like we had to start off with this one. Now, I chose Heimerdinger for the background for this video because you're going to need a very large brain, very high IQ, to be able to process everything that's going to be said in this video because you're going to be dealing with some fairly intelligent people here, and I just wanted to let you warn that if your brain's too small, you might not have the intellectual processing power. It'd be like trying to run Doom on a 1990 Dell. The computer would just fry itself pretty much, just over processing. Or it'd shut down, so I'm just giving you a fair warning. So there's this like candy thing or whatever. That's $1.99 for some. I don't even remember what it was. It was like a bag of like chocolate wrapped thingies, or wrapped, or cellophane wrapped like chocolate. I mean, I don't even know what they were, like little balls or whatever, like eggs. It seems weird, but like, just imagine those like chocolate Easter eggs, but like Christmas colors on their wrappers, because retail doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is not a holiday constructed around materialism. So retail does not celebrate Thanksgiving after Halloween. Retail goes straight to Christmas. So we have Christmas candy out and stuff. There's this little like tiny bag. There's like a few little like chocolate oval egg shaped thingies in it. They're $1.99, but they're on sale for 30 cents off, for $1.69 for some total amount of chocolate that's probably worth like 30 cents. But it looks cool and fancy. It's in a Christmas bag, so this woman wanted to buy some. Oh, it's for my kids. It's $1.69. Now, first of all, she was complaining at me because I was making her do a second transaction because she paid all her stuff, and like I was like, "Ma'am," I tried to get her attention because she was putting her card into the thing. I was like, "Ma'am," and her card beeped at her. Please remove card. Because I was like, please remove card. So she took her card out and she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "You forgot that stuff," because it was just sitting in like the top basket. She's like, "Oh, now I have to do a second transaction." I'm like, "Well, yeah, you do. You gotta pay for it." And she rang it up. She's like, "Wait, that's not the right price." And I see a little symbol onto it next to it that indicates it'll be discounted with her card. I'm like, "Oh, just it'll come down with your card, ma'am." I'm like, "Do you have a Kroger Plus card?" She scanned it, and then the numbers all went down. She's like, "Well, that's still not the correct price." I'm like, "What's the price supposed to be?" She says $1.69. Or no, she didn't say $1.69. She's like, "That's not the correct price. What's the correct price supposed to be?" I don't remember. I'm like, "Okay, well, where'd you get them from?" And like, "I'll go back with you and check the price." So I took the candies, walked them back with her, and there they are, sitting in the shelf in a little bag. Says $1.99, sale price 169. I'm like, oh, okay, so there's the price. That's what they're bringing up as. She says, "Yeah, I thought they were 169." I'm like, "Okay," so I go back, look at the screen. Screen's saying 169. I'm like, "Ma'am, they are 169." She's like, "No, no, 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 no. That's not the right price." Like, yeah, no, they're 169. She points to this thing that says 199. I'm like, "No, like there's a little green -30 right below it, and then on the screen, like a little ways over, underneath it, it says 169." Like, "Ma'am, no, this is the price. This is the final price. They're $1.69. It says right here." She kept arguing with me like I don't even know what she was arguing with about. She was literally everything she said was supporting what I was telling her. And I mean, I'm like, "You can add up this number 169 because she had three of them. You can add this up three times and you'll get this number. That's not 199. It's 169. I'm telling you, it's 169. It says so right here." And she told, this is literally word for word what she said: "Customers are not stupid. They know the price of what they're buying or what the price is supposed to be when it doesn't come up correctly." Like, oh my God. She had me void off two of them because she only wanted one because she didn't want to pay the wrong price. Her total payment was like $1.70, or like $1.81 or whatever because of tax. Like, how the hell do you pay 181 for something that's 199? If you like, how like she literally told me customers are not stupid. Like you are the stupidest person I've ever met in my entire life. Your complete and total lack of ability to understand and process information that is being displayed directly in front of you and explained to you is just beyond me. Like I don't understand how she's still alive. How she remembers to breathe is beyond me. Like she should die in her sleep because she just doesn't she's not like telling herself to breathe. She's like, "Okay, we gotta take another breath in. No, now we got too much oxygen. We gotta push some out." Like I mean, I don't understand how someone that stupid gets through their day-to-day life. Like, how are you incapable? Like, can you not read? Are you just blind? Are you just delusional? Are you high? I don't even know, dude. There was something wrong with her. I don't know what it was, but there was something wrong with her. She was not normal or sane. No normal or sane person would ever behave like that. Something was wrong with her. Um, so that was probably the most interesting experience. Uh, Nothing else too huge actually really went down. Um, my brother's girlfriend works as a waitress for an upscale restaurant. And after dark, all the female employees who leave the building for whatever reason to go home to do like take out the garbage must have a male escort. Well, her shift was over. She was going home. She was tired. She wants to go home. For whatever reason, everyone is too busy to give her an escort. So she goes to her car, gets like followed. She notices like there's someone following her. So she just runs inside another building and just basically just hangs around and actually ended up getting walked to her car by someone else in that building. And then she said, I'm not coming back, guys. So just give me my last check and be done with it. And they said they weren't going to give her her last check till she came in to work. So her dad got on the phone with them, and she's telling us at dinner what he said. He was like, um, hi, may I speak to the manager, please? And he got on the phone with the manager. He's like, hi, this is Mr. Whatever. Lauren's father. I heard you guys were withholding her check, so I was going to place a call to the state attorney general and let him know what's going on, but I thought I might give you a chance first. If we don't have her check in 3 days, I'm going to call the state attorney general and inform him that you are withholding my daughter's check from her for because she doesn't want to show up because she quit because you guys broke your own policy and she got chased around the parking lot by some creeper. So they changed their tune pretty quickly, gave her her check back, and that was the end of that. And there was this one manager there who wasn't there that night. This she describes him as like this huge, like 6.5 foot tall, 400 pound, ripped black guy whose name is Courtney of all things, which up until this point in my life I had only ever heard as a girl's name. But whenever he'll walk one of the female employees outside of their car or whatever, he always takes off his suit, so he's just wearing an undershirt, and this is a huge ripped black dude. Like imagine just being a creeper in a parking lot, right? It's like, I'm gonna prey on some store employees tonight, and like you're just looking like, maybe not this one. I don't know if I want to mess with that guy. This one might be more trouble than it's worth. But I don't know, that description sounds funny. But based on her description of him, and she said he was actually a really nice guy. He was really apologetic with her about like everything that happened, and was pretty unhappy with some other members of the management team, from what I heard. But anyways, pretty much all's well that ends well. But that's like pretty fucking stupid of them to withhold her check. Like that's completely illegal for a company to withhold your payment like that. So yeah, that's pretty illegal. Um, what else? I don't know. I'm trying to think about like other stuff that happened. Oh yeah, one of the so those like I don't know if you guys know, but if you ever go to a grocery store, you see the store employees walking around. They have like these scanner guns in their hands. Those are like inventory guns, scanner guns. But the grocery people have them. They just have the guns just take inventory of it, and they're mostly just used for taking inventory. But the managers also have them as well, and they use the same guns because they all do the same things. But those guns have the power to change the price of everything in the store. So just leaving them lying around is grounds for termination, automatic termination. Just if you just leave them lying around, grounds for automatic termination. And there's this one manager who's like really uptight. He's pretty cool guy, but he's like really serious about getting things done. He's like speed boosting throughout the store constantly. You have to like put up speed limit signs just for him. He's a cool guy and all. He's just really, really, really like intent on getting things done and getting things done right. And so there was someone just left one of those things lying on top of the vending machine when I was over at the deli. I picked it up. I was like, maybe I'll just put it at the computer terminal. I figured the guy just went to the bathroom and he'll be right back out. It was like 30, 40 minutes later, he hadn't come back out. Front end manager came down to see how I was doing. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm bored as shit because no one ever comes down here. They're like, oh, I found this lying around. And he was like, leaving these around, they can fire you. Like, yeah. And he was like, let's see whose it is. He looks at it. The freaking manager is signed into it. This same manager, he's like, I'm just gonna leave this around because I know if someone else left theirs laying around, he would have had a freaking heart attack. He'll just leave it there. I don't know. He probably just took it, put it back upstairs eventually, but crazy stupid. Oh well, what can you do? I'm pretty tired right now. I've got work in 3 hours. Yeah. I'm actually thinking of doing a quick rundown about these new runes. I think I'm just going to explain some very general concepts. So, Riot constructed the new runes around playstyles. There isn't really like a set thing of what's good or bad. I mean, yeah, some things are going to be better than others, but Riot's constructed these runes around playstyles. So not all of these are tried and tested. The ones I have tried and tested heavily are Jinx, Leona, MF, Lulu. I think I've played Lissandra. I've played Kha'Zix. I've played this one. Now this one is actually super fun on Malzahar. This is actually really fun on Malzahar. Unsealed Spellbook. You do Unsealed Spellbook. Uh, Stopwatch, free boots, and you could do Approach Velocity or Cosmic Insight. I did Cosmic Insight just because this is basically like maximum CDR Malzahar. You get 45% CDR and you build Ionian boots. Your flash is on a super short cooldown. Like yeah, it took 4 CDR and the ultimate hat. Your ult goes on like a 40-second cooldown. I don't think we actually won the game I played. Yeah, I haven't been doing so hot lately. Um, but yeah, I think this is the game. Wait, is this the game? Yeah, it is, because this is the Wukong. Uh, so, I lost my lane to Wukong mid, according to this guy, the 9 and 12 Nidalee jungle. So I lost my lane to Wukong mid, and I was also completely useless. I mean, I only did the most damage in the game, and it's not like Wukong was going around crushing everyone. He's 5, 10, and 4. I kind of dumpstered this guy. I mean, my ult was on like 46-second cooldown. I wasn't even max rank yet, so could have gone down even lower, you know? So this is actually a really fun build. You just keep swapping out your summoners, but one thing to note, swapping them out does not reset the cooldown of them. So if you swap out like Barrier for TP, it still has the same remaining cooldown duration. I thought it wouldn't do that, and I'm like, oh, oops, I goofed that. But it was still really fun. Yeah, I don't really know. Like, I just lose all the freaking time, and I don't know why. So here I go 29 and 2, and then 3 games later I go 4 and 12. And then a bunch of games later, I go 23-3, and I got pentakills in this game and in that game. I actually got two of them in this game. I almost got a third, but it was stolen from me. And in this one, I got a pentakill. So lethal tempo is really good because one thing I did not realize about lethal tempo is that lethal tempo allows you to temporarily exceed the attack speed limit. So the way this actually works, I thought that if lethal tempo pushed you over the attack speed limit, it would give you the attack speed that lethal tempo's pushing you over. It doesn't quite work like that. It gets better. Lethal tempo removes the attack speed limit entirely. So when you're playing Jinx and you're racking up all that attack speed from your passive from lethal tempo, you massacre people. Your attack speed is basically like 4. I think I was up to like 3.8 or something when I was just looking at it, trying to notice it. And then it's for the other page, so why this is really good. Gain 4% increased move speed and add 8% of your bonus move speed to your AP or AD adaptive. Which is basically just as your champion AD or AD, so it's AD or AP, so it's going to give you bonus damage. This scales off of your passive bonus movement speed, which makes you an absolute monster in team fights. You can turn a team fight around. Like, Jinx has always been a really good fight turner, and lethal tempo plus celerity just make her an absolutely insane team fight turner. You can just flatten an entire team like you wouldn't believe. You just gun people down. Absolutely ridiculous. The other one I tested fairly heavily is Leona. Actually, let me try. I think it's fairly obvious why I'm running these, like Legend Alacrity. Like, okay, Tenacity really not that good. I just like the attack speed better than I like having the lifesteal. But to be honest, I might try out the lifesteal because I did not realize, like, I just now, only recently, noticed that so I no longer have my bonus lifesteal from my old masteries, right? So I have 0 lifesteal if I sell my Doran's Blade unless I build a lifesteal item. So what I'm thinking of doing is and then so you can change it in champion select, right? So if they got like a lot of tanks and stuff, like, you know, you could probably get this. The only problem though, this maxes out at 2,000, so you're not gonna be dealing like the maximum amount of damage unless someone is very, very, very health tanky. So I don't know. I just think this would probably be better. Yeah, I just don't see how this is better than this, even if their team comp's tanky. It would really depend. I think if they had a really tanky team comp for you to run this, like Galio mid, tank jungle, tank top, support, maybe pretty tanky as well for you to run that. But I'm going to try out the Bloodline over Alacrity. I don't think I'd ever take Tenacity on Jinx. Kind of pointless. Um, This looks really good on the surface, but like, how many games do you play that really last longer than like 39 minutes? I don't know. I just think having the ultimate has better than that thing. And so let's go to the other one. I tried out a lot. Leona. This is really good. So this is basically the Bond of Stone. This is Allahu Akbar as a keystone. Um, so heals from consumables and heals by at least 20 health, and shields increase your armor by 5%. Like, I mean, I don't know. I actually think on Janna I'm going to switch this out too. Yeah, I think I'm just going to switch out this for conditioning as well. Just now looking at it, so I can just change this name, because I don't really feel like this does really either of these really do anything for you. I really think, like, I mean, yeah, you have the early game thing, like this doesn't activate until 10 minutes, but I mean, I don't know. Increasing your magic resistance by 5% for 3 seconds. I mean, of course this works after 10 minutes, but I just don't see how, I mean, this grants you that permanent increase, not when you're just shielded or healed, you know? I just don't see how that's just as good. And then this, I actually do need to try out this. Oh, this is just a second wind. Heals and shields are 5% and targets below 40% health. Yeah. Leona doesn't really heal too much. I think this is better than Overgrowth just because Leona is such a massive engage target. I'm actually going to try out swapping off of this tree and going over to the sorcery tree. and trying out what I have on Janna here, Mana Flow Band and Transcendence, just because Mana Flow Band helps you keep like mana up. And then the other one I tried out, Misfortune. I tried both Aerie and Arcane Comet. I personally like Arcane Comet better on MF. Aerie is super, super good on close range champions and champions that can run you down. Like I took it on Lissandra, and I thought it was super good. Oh, don't take Mana Flow Band on Lissandra until the next patch because this consumes your free spell, your passive free spell. So for the time being, just take Ultimate Hat if you're gonna run this, something like this. But don't take this on Lissandra at the moment because the interaction is buggy. And I took this in here for the stopwatch and approach velocity. So this is basically built just to walk you down, pretty much. And Lulu, I do have Aerie as well. So why do I take Water Walking? This is pretty worthless in my opinion. Every 20 seconds, your next ability sets champions on fire, dealing... I mean, at early ranks, this is really, 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 really good. But I think on Lulu, and I think on Lissandra and Lulu, because they're both... You're going to walk through the river sometimes to roam. I just think having this is better, because it makes your roams faster. Early game, and while you're doing like Baron or Dragon, you're going to be slightly buffed up. So I just think this is a little bit better than this, to be honest. I can't remember what I have on MF, actually. I think I'll probably just take Water Walking as well on her. But yeah, Celerity, Triumph. I should actually take Presence of Mind. Or I should try Presence of Mind at least, just because MF is super mana hungry. And what else? This is just the one I took from Malzahar. Pretty funny memes. I haven't tried out Darius yet. Predator is cool. Predator is super good, but the cooldown is super, 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 super long. Goes on cooldown if interrupted while channeling. So you basically just channel this out of combat, run at people, slap them up, give them a little whack. Active item CDR, the only active item I really ever buy on Kha'Zix is Ghost Blade, and the cooldown's already like 40 seconds, so I don't think this matters. Heals only for a percentage of damage dealt by your abilities, which I just don't think is all that useful. I don't even know. First time you're gonna take down each enemy champion. How many takedowns do you really get early game? Not that many. I don't know. I just think having that roaming power is more useful than that. Healing only from your Q, basically, because your W is an AoE spell, and so is your E, so you're basically only healing from your Q. If I was gonna make a rune page for like Kassadin, let's see if I was gonna make one. I haven't actually tried the Lux one out yet. If I was gonna make a rune page for Kassadin, I would probably... I would probably take... I mean, you could also take Nullifying Orb as well, instead of Mana Bandits, whichever you prefer. You can take Nullifying Orb. It's really good defensive. I don't know. Absolute Focus. I don't really like this one. But for Kassadin, I think I might actually take Gathering Storm on him, just because you're playing for the late game anyway. He doesn't really need even faster roams. I mean, you can take this. I don't know, I just don't think Scorch is all that useful. But yeah, I would definitely take Aerie on Kassadin. Maybe Phase Rush. I'm not sure. I'm really tired right now. I'm kind of out of it. I'm really, 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 really badly rambling. I can get into the sense where I'm rambling kind of pointlessly, and it doesn't really make sense what I'm saying. I'm just really just constantly switching topics. Now my freaking most played champion is Lulu, because look at this match history. Ah, yes, the best Lulu player in the world. Anyway, you guys, sorry for the kind of awkward ending and kind of the short content. I just really felt like getting a video out because I wanted to, because I was at my dad's house. I don't have OBS on that computer, and I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Customers are not a stupid woman, just because she kind of made my whole freaking week. Other than that, I think that's it. I'll try to do a better quality video about new runes soon, hopefully. So be on the lookout for that when it does come out. And other than that, Thanks y'all for watching, and I'll see everyone next time.